Right, so welcome back people. So the customer's now taken the Golf RS off us for a week while he does some testing in it, doing some miles, trying to find out any issues that we've got that we need to iron out. We're going to be changing the oil for some upgraded motor into the vehicle. We're going to be doing a health check, a DSG service, and a few other parts that need to be done, such as getting the new prop shaft fitted onto the vehicle and finally onto the dyno for tuning. At the end of this, we're going to be showing you cinematics of the vehicle, of how it is on the road, how it sounds going past, the real feel of a 5-cylinder powered car.
Some fresh plugs for it. Fresh plugs, new oil and filter, gearbox. It's going to be running Motul performance oil, which we're running all of our builds. Yeah, just a bit of a freshen up.
Changing the rear differential on this. It's gonna have a new differential, so just loosen 2 bolts. Gonna lose other bits and bobs, and then yeah, ready to come off.
And there you have it. So the differential is going to be replaced for a better one, and then we move on to the other parts of the car.
Yeah.
Where is your dad this week?
Marking your gloves, D.
Cheers, man. That's it.
There's a box of gloves on the side, it's just been tight.
We're on budgets.
And the end of it's open.
Not now.
When you run out of and use a crisp packet.
He's definitely done that in the bolt.
Yeah.
Right people, so latest update at the moment is we have got the rear diff installed. We are doing a little bit more tweaks on the vehicle underneath. It's getting a few more of the plastic panels all installed and get the car back to factory condition. We should be off the ramp shortly and then going back on the dyno to have the rest of the tuning finished off. And we should see some really decent final figures. So I'm just making the new tuning file for this vehicle now. We've already had a base map in there. At this moment in time we've started of how to operate the vehicle, Alright, so now it's on to tuning. I've already made a previous base map for this car and I've tuned hundreds of RS3 8Ps around the world and TTRSs using the same setup. And bear in mind, we've done multiple conversions over the years. So base map for stock turbo is now made. I'm now re-editing it based on the logs and everything that we had from previous driving on the road and other testing of the vehicle, and now making a final tune that we're going to get loaded on the vehicle and dyno and see how it produces. At this moment in time, we are just basing it on just stage 2 hardware on the downpipe and intake at this moment in time, and the intercooler isn't exactly upgraded, so we're going to cap things there.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on.
We're like proper peeping Tom with that thing here. Ring into windows and that. Right, so we have the Golf RS on the dyno and we're going to power run it now. I've made a base map, I've disabled the sport functions in full power all the time, and we have the exhaust valves open and drive mode now, so we're ready to do a power run and make some power. Show you exactly the reason why you need a 5-cylinder swap, the advantages to it, and exactly like the drive, the feel, a first-person kind of view of this. The tuning's now finished at 438 horsepower on the stock turbo, so we've maxed out what we can on there safely within limits. We've spent hours on the dyno. We're really happy with the setup now. Come on, let's get in, let's drive this. All right, so everything works as normal. We've got the sport mode, we've got drive mode, we've got manual mode, shifters are working, everything works as it should be. The fast response in the gearbox, instant shifts exactly as DS3 should be, and the car drives exactly like factory. No issues on here. We do have a couple of lights on the dashboard. Unfortunately, he has an issue with his airbags to do with these seats, I believe, that have been fitted in. But the customer will sort that. That was a pre-existing fault. The windscreen washer fluid is low on the vehicle, and we've got a bulb out on the rear. So them 3 things are pre-existing issues on it, but otherwise all the work that we've done, we've got no management lines, we've got no ABS faults, we've got no steering faults, because all the work we've done up to now is absolutely perfect. These other 3 things easily resolved before handover. We'll have a look at them anyway. But main thing is to obviously show about the car, the way it drives, and why we go for a 5-cylinder conversion. Suspension feels great, drive feels amazing. These conversions are the best thing you could do to a car like this. It's even got the RS3 brakes on it as well, so braking's on point, the pedal feels great. Really happy with the results. Everything is working as it should be because it's all wired up correctly. Engine itself sounds pitch perfect. We don't have that ticking diesel sounding CDL in there anymore that these usually have, or the BWAs, they're ticking their head off, or the MK6s or BHZs, BWJs. They're all noisy engines in our opinion, but they're great when they're right. They can be expensive. Right, so the Golf RS is complete. What have we done to this car? It's had everything from an RS3 fitted into it. The customer brought that RS3 over there. Everything's been removed from it in terms of the running gear, the drive shaft, the engine, subframe, rad pack, exhaust. We've mounted everything into this Golf Mark 6R to build the RSR Golf. In here we've got the SEPA with the 7-speed DSG gearbox, which you're going to see now having a drive-by past us. We've got the RS brakes, the RS wheels the customer wanted to keep on this, and it's also been widened out by using the RS3 front suspension. The car now sits a little bit wider than it should. It's got the RS rear differential, a custom RS prop shaft fitted to it. It's running the management from an RS, and the wiring has been all adapted to run this engine. Inside the car, the customer's got his standard bucket seats. Inside the car, he's got his standard bucket seats, which come with the RS, and we've got the RS gear shifter fitted inside it. So we've got that RS touch. The car could do with a full exhaust system at some point and a custom intercooler, but otherwise, this project is complete. Ready to hand over.
So if you want your car tuning, a custom build doing, RS conversion, anything like that, feel free to give us a message and we'll build you something cool like this.